What's going on, guys? My name is Jordan with Exotic Whips. Thank you very much for stopping by the channel. So today's a little bit different of a video. All right, so you are propped up on the roof of my 1995 E36 M3 that I am kind of redoing as a project car for this channel. When I started this channel a while back with my Black Series, a C63 I had, my plan was to do just kind of vlog style stuff with that car. A few things happened with that. I lived in Minnesota, so 6 months out of the year there's snow on the ground. I'm not going to drive a Black Series around. And more importantly, I'm not much of just a daily vlogger type of guy. I work from home, so to daily vlog you have to do things daily. It's not really conducive to my lifestyle because I don't really do things daily. I'm mostly inside working. I don't really do a ton of car stuff that often. I need a reason to do it. So I did a few videos with the Black Series. Fast forward, I stopped making videos for probably a year, 2 years, something like that, because there was really no point for me to do it. There just really wasn't. So we moved to Texas, a lot better weather. It's an amazing place, and I wanted to get back into it, but I needed a reason to do it. I have an R8, but I'm not beating on that every day. I'm not daily driven exotics doing donuts in it. I have 400 subscribers, 200 when I recently started back up. I can't really afford to just go buy new tires every day for it. I've always wanted to do a project car. So that brings us to the topic of today's video. I made a video back in September wanting to do a project car, and it was either going to be between the E36 M3 or an S2000. I've had 3 S2000s in the past and I absolutely love them. The platform though, beyond just doing normal bolt-ons, suspension, brakes, intake, I mean you could supercharge it. You know, you could do a bit to it, but I felt like I wanted to actually turn a wrench. You know, I wanted to actually work on a car too, and the E36 I knew would be a lot bigger of a project. So I went for that, not really thinking much more beyond that. By the way, today's video is about how much I've spent on the E36 so far. You're gonna wanna stick around for that. So, I started looking for E36s, and if you're familiar with Texas, you know it's huge place. So finding an E36, my main concern was I didn't want it to be a complete rust bucket. I'm not very good with, well, I don't have much experience in any of this. I've done a lot of working on cars in the past, but not completely redoing stuff. I'm okay, I'm mechanically inclined, but I'm not a tech or anything like that. But anyway, I found this one right behind me, right here, literally 5 minutes from my house. The guy was asking, I think, $5,500 for it. It has 230,000 miles. It needed an alternator right away. That was the only thing he really knew it needed. So I ended up looking at it, not even driving it. I was just so jacked on the idea that I offered him $4 grand for it. We went to agreed on $4,500. And just to preface too, I don't really like talking about money, so this video is definitely out of the norm for me. I don't really talk about money. I think it's a little brash. But this is a project car that you guys are a part of. You guys may be wanting to do similar stuff, so I thought, let's break down the cost. Let's see what I've spent so far. The goal for this car, if you're new, is an S54 swap. I want it to be a fun daily driver, but also be awesome whenever I want to go to the track. And my inspiration for it is kind of like a Singer Porsche, if you're familiar with them. Singer makes amazing recreations of 911s. Now, they have no budget and a ton of expertise, and their cars are absolutely insane. If I can get to like 1/1000th of what they create, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. I know it's not going to happen. I'm not going to do a frame off restoration or anything like that. I don't have crazy goals like that. It would be awesome, but part of the thing you have to understand is while I'm doing this, I'm acquiring tools. I literally had basically like a little craftsman set when I started this, and I've acquired a bunch of tools. So when we go into the cost of what I've spent so far, I'm not including tools because I'm gonna have those forever. And I plan on doing more builds, especially after this one's done. I wanna start another project. More on that later, because this one has a long ways to go, and I need to get my sub count up because all this is just coming straight out of my pocket with no help from anything. So basically when I started this, I wanted to get the car to drivable stock form. It needed an alternator, that's all I really knew of. And I want to take it to a track. There's a track local here in Austin that you can use in like 30-minute increments, and it costs like 25 bucks. It's amazing. You have to go pass a course to be able to be allowed to do it, but it's perfect for this. So what I plan on doing, it's in stock form right now. No real aftermarket mods or anything like that besides the Can-Am air filter, but I mean, whatever. I'm going to go to the track, lap it, see what my lap time is. Then after each mod or upgrade or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to go back and record that as well and see what type of performance difference I get. Like, I think the next thing I do to this is going to be suspension, but I got to go to the track first to see what this baseline is. But anyway, what I needed to do was get this thing drivable, which meant I needed an alternator. I got that, I fixed that, and after I fixed that, I noticed that the power steering was leaking insanely bad. The hoses were just toast. So I can't go to the track spewing power steering all over the place. So I fixed that too. When I was down there, I noticed the power steering rack was absolutely toast. So I replaced that as well just recently with this E36 ZHP unit. So basically right now, here's what I've done. I've done a lot of cosmetic mods, which I'll go into, and I've made it drivable to where I'm not going to get kicked off the track for spewing oil all over the place. So with that being said, let's go into how much I've spent on this E36 M3 so far without any performance mods at all. And if you guys know performance mods, that's where it's going to get expensive. I haven't bought seats. I would consider that performance. I haven't done suspension yet. I haven't done brakes yet. I plan on doing the S54 swap into this. That's going to be huge. I mean, the Recaros alone are going to be... let me get the stuff. Hold on. Alright, this is giving me anxiety already. I haven't added these up. I printed, these are all the things I've ordered online. Now, just talking through stuff, I already know I forgot something. Like, I forgot the alternator. So let's go ahead and ding that up on the screen. I'm pretty sure the alternator was probably 100 to 150 bucks. And let's just throw that up there. That's not in here because I ordered that from like Advanced Auto Parts or something. So we got that. Again, this doesn't include my time or tools or anything like that, or anything that I was given. I know a few people in the car community. Carsmatology gave me a random orbital, Grio's random orbital, some pads, some stuff like that. That was awesome of her. Brett from M Sport Parts. Not only has he given me a few things, which have significant value, but dude, with his time, he has a job. He doesn't need to be texting me and helping me. He's been, I mean, I wouldn't have gotten halfway where I am now without his help, so go support him too. So, this is bad. Here we go, first thing, the ZHP steering rack. Now to do the E46 ZHP steering rack, you have to get E36 tie rod ends that fit on this steering rack. I know I overpaid for this. I wanted to get a good one. I got it from Rack Doctor. I know you can find them used, rebuilt, whatever, but I just wanted something that was good and I knew it was going to be good. So total on that, $509.95, $509.95. So that's there. Then, oh, I got a battery tray. The battery was sitting on, the only rust I could find on this car, the battery box, or just where the battery sits, was completely rusted. So I fixed that rust, older video, and I bought a battery tray. Now, I'm having some issues with that battery tray, but that was $97. Chuck that up. Ooh, okay, here we go. The M Technic 2 steering wheel, I got that on eBay. That was $395. The replacement door panels I got on eBay, $649. The center console storage tray, mine was broken, so I wanted to replace that. That was $29. All right. Ooh, this is from Schmeidman. These guys have good stuff. So, from Schmeidman, we have the red seat belts. $161.70 for the left, $161.70 for the right, for a grand total of, with shipping, $378.42. Let's put that up there. Okay, another one from Schmeidman. Oh, this is a big one. This is for all the lighting that I got. If you don't know, I put Euro lighting on the entire car. Again, my goal for this is to make a super clean rebuild. I want it to be, like I said, Singer Porsche. I know it's not going to get there, but to do that, I wasn't going to run around with 23-year-old headlights and taillights. So, front left turn indicator, front right turn indicator, left rear light, right rear light, turn indicator left, turn indicator right. Oh, I put yellow fogs, fog light left, fog light right, original Bosch unit right, Bosch unit left, for a grand total of, this is with shipping, $1,030. Okay, now we have the B pillars. I just replaced those. I didn't make a video on this. I'll update you guys on the interior here in a little bit because that's pretty cool. So each B pillar was $62.47. Mine were awful. So grand total of $124. All right, the power steering kit. This was needed to make the car drivable and so I wouldn't get kicked off the track. That's $179. I replaced the spoiler, the front lip. I replaced that, $153. Hey, stop, don't go nowhere. All right, stuff like this. I ordered a bunch of stuff like this because I start to go through the car and I get anal about the little things that are broken. The seatbelt covering caps and the rear seatbelt trim cap that goes basically where the seatbelt goes through, mine were cracked. Those were, both of those combined, $32.24. By the way, I'm just going to use even numbers when I'm doing this. I'm not counting the cents because I'm probably missing a few things anyway. Ooh, ECS gift card, which I haven't given away yet, so I'm not counting that. It's $100. All right, here's another good one. We have the ZHP shift knob for $74. Replacement door sill trim retaining clips. I got 20 of those for $19. Different door sill retaining clips, 15 of those, $21. The molding, the M side molding kit. All the side trim pieces, I replaced all of those. Those are $225. The rear bumper impact strip, that was $29. The rear bumper impact strip, those are the little strips on the front and the rear bumper, the black trim pieces, those come in separate. The rear impact right, $29. The rear bumper molding center, $38. And the front grille, mine was cracked, so I had to replace that. That was $29 for a grand total of $248. All right, now on to, okay, carbon door sill. That was $158. Those are the little pieces right when you open the door that you see. $158. Two of those for a total of $317. The door sill trim. So the trim that goes along the outside of, or along the inside of the door when you shut it, both of mine were completely jacked. It's a 23-year-old car. I had no clue how much each one of those were. Each one of those were $335. I needed two of them. So those two things plus the door sill, that was $988. All right, then we got the leather shift boot, $146. We got a replacement A-pillar because mine was broken, $197. We have little trim locking pieces, that was $3. The OEM, the tail light cover, that I messed up on, so we'll take that off. and the Continental head unit, that was $169. So there's a few pieces of tools in here that I'm not going to include, so we're going to call that $550. Okay, ooh, this is good. Blank sheet of paper, I like that. Then we have Pelican parts, the trunk seal. All of that stuff, by the way, is from ECS Tuning, so keep that in mind. The trunk seal, mine was completely jacked, wanted to get a new trunk seal. That was, with shipping, $83. Alright, and then I just ordered a fuse box cover because mine's broken, and a battery tie down. I don't know how, I must have thrown it away. Mine's not there anymore, so that was $37. That's with shipping. Boop. Okay, last but not least, this is, ooh wait, this is, I think I did this already. Oh yeah, these are part of this is more of the front tow hook cover, the front bumper molding, the front bumper impact strip, all that stuff. So that was part of the other invoice. But yeah, all that stuff, those are in the 30 to 30 buck range. But I already did that. Now, I also got my rear, not door panels, but my rear door panel pieces, I guess, reupholstered. That was, I believe, 200 bucks each. So we're gonna call that plus $400. For a grand total I have spent on this 1995 BMW M3 to get it into running condition where I can take it to the track and now set a baseline number. Now granted, I didn't have to do all the aesthetic stuff I did. I didn't have to do that. That was stuff that I chose to do because I got carried away when I got this car and I just wanted to get everything, okay? So, drum roll. If I haven't put it up on the screen already, drum roll. That is a grand total of $5,881. Mind you, the car cost $4,500. When I first posted this car on the forum, BMW forum, I forgot which one, everyone said spend a little more, get a car that you won't have to do as much stuff to. All the cars that were a little more were around 9-10 grand. So if you add that in with the cost of the car, I'm at $10,381. Now, I've done a lot aesthetically to this. I've done the lights, I've done all the trim pieces, I've done, the front bumper trim pieces, all the moldings and stuff, all the seals, like that's all stuff that matters to me, okay? So it was going to be done regardless. I might as well do it now since, you know, I'm just trying to make myself feel better, honestly. But that's the total we're at just for parts. So when I say smash the subscribe button, please do. It would mean the world to me because I haven't even started on the suspension mods, the brakes, the engine, all of that stuff is going to be done with this. I just ordered, actually, I haven't installed it yet, but I just ordered the understeer short shift kit for this. So that's going to be put in because the shifter, the power steering rack feels absolutely amazing. The shifter kind of feels like, there's a few things I want to compare it to right now, but I'm not, it's loose. We'll say it's loose. So guys, if you could smash that subscribe button, give this video a like, and look, don't kill me too hard. I know I can get a lot of this stuff for cheaper on eBay, maybe Craigslist, stuff like that. I told you guys at the beginning, I'm familiar with that, with the S2000 platform. I'm familiar with a lot of JDM stuff. I'm not familiar with the BMW stuff. So I didn't really have insider info on where to get stuff, how to get stuff cheaply, and to be honest, I just really wanted to get this build started. So I just kind of started ordering parts. There are a lot more ways to do stuff cheaper than I'm doing it. But again, I want to make this car awesome. Make my E36 M3 great again. That's kind of the premise for this. So smash the subscribe button, like this if you can, drop a comment down below, go ahead, you can roast me if you want, I'll reply back, I have no shame, it's all good. I appreciate you guys tuning in and I'll see you next video. Cheers guys.